Today I'm going to be doing a short review on Cioran's The Trouble with Being Born. Cioran, or I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that, but he is a French existential philosopher from the mid-20th century. And this book, it's not a solid philosophic theory where it's like an analytic argument. This book is just made up of it's made up of different pieces. Each page has a little of these parables. It just gives some interesting ideas on Cioran's mind about the trouble with being born and being a nihilist, about how existence is absurd and things like that. So I'm just gonna, because this book is filled with so many different ideas and it's not a solid argument, I'm just going to give a couple of my favorite quotes, give you an idea of Cioran's mindset, and if you enjoy what he's saying, then I would highly suggest going out and buying or borrowing E.M. Cioran's The Trouble with Being Born. So, first quote that I will read for you guys. If it is true that by death we once more become what we were before being, would it not have been better to abide by that pure possibility, not to stir from it? What use was this detour, when we might have remained forever in an unrealized plenitude? Which is along the lines of nihilism and existence is absurd. And then another one. If I used to ask myself over a coffin, what good did it do the occupant to be born? I now put the same question about anyone alive. And I'll just give you three more. Since we remember clearly only our ordeals, it is ultimately the sick, the persecuted, the victims in every realm who will have lived to the best advantage. The others, the lucky ones, have a life, of course, but not the memory of life. And I actually thought that little section was very interesting. It kind of got me thinking about how a lot of my memories are made up of painful experiences, and how we don't really typically retain a lot of good experiences, which is why we kind of look back on things, I think, and I think Cioran thinks as well, with kind of a negative attitude, which is, you can see all these little ideas, you kind of, when you start thinking about them in relation to your own life, it's really good food for thought. And then we'll give a couple more.